I'm often asked whether right now is a good time to buy. There's a lot of concern about rising interest rates, what's going to happen to property values over the next 12 to 24 months. Are we going to head into a recession? Lots of fears, lots of conversation. So here's a little sneak peek of what's going on from one of our preferred lenders. Check out this amazing info.
This is a prediction of the next, we'll call it year 12 to 24 months. You're going to see that the patterns show that you're going to see that the Federal Reserve is going to increase the Fed fund rate, which they already have, and they will continue to do that. And as they increase the Fed fund rate, inflation will drop because right now inflation is very high. It's causing a lot of concern for a lot of people. As you can see, gas, right? Oil and gas and inflation, those go hand in hand. COVID has played a really big part in this. All right, so what we want to figure out here is what's causing inflation, right? Because if you know what's causing inflation, you know what's causing mortgage rates to increase. 40% of the US currency has been printed in the last 24 months. Crazy, right? There likely will be additional stimulus provided by the government to slow down the recession and slow down inflation. So, this all may not happen immediately, but you will very soon in the news start hearing about, are we going into recession? You'll hear something about the inverted yield curve. The inverted yield curve happens when short-term spending has higher interest than long-term spending, where you're actually making more money on loaning money for 2 years versus 10 years. Doesn't really make sense. And when that happens, that is another sign of recession, right? And because the 10-year is more based off inflation, right? So the 10-year looks into the future inflation. So remember, people, if I'm a bank, I don't want to give someone a low fixed rate mortgage right now because inflation is staring at me in the face. And if I give you a 3% interest and now inflation is at 7-8%, I'm losing a lot of money. All right, so no banks want to do that, which is why you see interest rates going up. My prediction is you're going to see interest rates decrease a little bit towards the end of this year. Towards the latter half of 2022, interest rates will start to decline. And then by 2023, you're going to see some very attractive interest rates on mortgages based on historical data. So this is where I want to get to, is the housing market, right? So we know interest rates are going up, but now you guys all know that what's going to happen in probably 12 to 24 months. What's going to happen with interest rates? They're going to go down, all right? What about housing prices? Housing prices are only going to continue to increase. It's only going to increase. And yeah, you're probably going to lock in at 5, maybe even 6% interest rate right now. But you're going to do that so that you can buy that house. Because the appreciation of the house is going to far outweigh the interest that you're paying on it. And then in 12 to 24 months, you have this home that's appreciating rapidly, and you have a high interest rate, but then in 12 to 24 months, interest rates are going to go down. What do?
Refinance.
You refinance. And guess what you have?
Money.
You got that house that's appreciated so much. You got more money, you've got more equity, and you only have this high interest rate for like 1 to 2 years, and then you have a lower interest rate, and you have the house, which is the most important thing.
So there you have it, friends. If you have more questions related to this market, whether it relates to rates, market values, appraised values, anything at all, reach out to me. You know where to find me. And if it's not something I can answer specifically, I'm more than happy to connect you with Chris, one of our preferred lenders, and we will be happy to take care of those questions for you. Have a wonderful day.